What is going on, followers? It is your boy TKD128 Kevin here, and today we're going to be having a little bit more of a different video here. We're going to be focusing on a lore aspect of the God of War franchise. Now, of course, the God of War series revolves around our protagonist Kratos, and among his many positive attributes that are a great warrior, all this good stuff, he screams a lot, he has a rage temper issue, he also has white skin, and not the traditional Caucasian white skin. He literally has pearl white skin, and we're going to go into how he got that pearl white skin in the first place, because originally he used to have this nice tan olive skin, all the good stuff, like a true Spartan. However, obviously that olive skin is no more, and let's go into exactly how he got that pearl white skin. And as I will be reading off of the God of War wiki, I will also be making sure that they get their proper credence and credit, so your link will be also in the description where you can read a ton more on Kratos. And I'll also be tapping in back to this wiki to get some more video ideas for us moving into the God of War release on PS4 on April 20th. But without further ado, let's get right into how he got his white skin. Now, just one thing to note here before we get into this whole story, one thing that I'm not going to go into too depth through right now, is that essentially Kratos pledged his loyalty, his dying loyalty at that, to Ares, the real God of War. So at this point, Ares gives him a ton of stuff to do, tells him to do all these horrible things only because he has a pledge of allegiance towards Ares. But with that being said, on to the excerpt. For a time, Kratos served Ares loyally, raiding villages, slaughtering innocents, and spreading chaos in his name. Under the God of War's influence, Kratos became utterly ruthless and gradually lost any semblance of humanity he once had. One day during a raid on a village of Athena's followers, Ares secretly transported Lysandra and Calliope to a nearby temple. Ignoring the warnings of village oracle, Kratos entered the temple and slaughtered everybody inside in a fit of blind rage, including his wife and child, whom he believed were still in Sparta. Ares justified this as a means of severing Kratos' remaining attachments to the world of mortals, thereby molding him into the perfect warrior. Stricken with horror and grief at what he had done, Kratos left the bodies of his family to be burned within the temple as he cursed Ares' name, renouncing his allegiance to the God of War. The oracle cursed Kratos, forcing him to forever wear the ashes of his dead family on his skin. From that day forward, Kratos was known as the Ghost of Sparta, his skin now pale as the moon from the ashes that coated him. To other mortals, he was now marked by his ghostly white skin. The knowledge of his past actions repulsed them to the point where they would rather die than allow him to save their lives. He became known as the personification of cruelty and selfishness. And yep, so there you guys go. Kratos essentially killed his own wife and child, and then was cursed by Oracle to forever wear the ashes of the two on his skin. Therefore, he will always have a constant reminder of what he did in the past under the control of Ares. So there you go. I mean, you know, the overall design and the overall aesthetic of Kratos is not just for, you know, whatever. There is a deep undertone to it, and there is a actual narrative plot point that goes along with his white skin. And there's other cool stuff I want to cover in the future about, you know, the differences in what they were going to make Kratos overall look like. It even includes a drastic decision that they made going into the days of leading up to the first God of War. They actually changed an aesthetic point of him on the fly. I definitely want to cover that here on the channel in the coming days. But that has been my time here on this video. Make sure to let me know down in those comments below. What do you guys think about the story? Do you guys think he deserved to have the ashes of his wife and child on his skin forever? Make sure to let me know down in those comments below. And make sure also, while you're down there, to check out the description where you can find our Instagram and our Twitter, all that good stuff, where you can follow us on there and keep up to date on the latest in PlayStation. And make sure to also keep it locked here on the channel for more God of War content and all things PlayStation moving forward. Thank you all for watching, and as always, keep on following.